Hello guys, I'm back with another video, and I kind of just want to go over a couple things that kind of bother me in terms of just kind of comic book collecting these days. And um, you know, one of the things is buying books online, and I have a couple books here in front of me. Some are expensive, some are not. Some I thought would just be cool to have. Um, so this this is something to keep in mind for when um, you feel like maybe your books at your local LCS store are kind of expensive, and why you want to keep in mind offering maybe less money for the book than its current listing price. So we're just gonna look at a couple books here. Here I have Miles Morales, a variant, and this is an homage to Ultimate Fallout 4. That really rare variant that goes for like $40,000 plus in a 9.8, right? I just thought this book was a good book to have. It's the only Miles book I have. Just wanted to, put it in Mylar and put it on the wall. And the seller said, if you buy another book, I'll combine shipping. I'll give you a deal on this Venom book. And I am collecting Venom. I have the full run, the past, and I'm collecting the current run. I forget the volume numbers, but the past volume and the current volume. And then this was on Mercari, by the way. Then I get these two books we'll get here in a second. This isn't a big deal, right? These books were maybe like, I don't know, $15, right? Plus shipping. But let's zoom in here. And this is where it gets interesting, because we are going to check the quality of these books. Now, these books, the pictures online never tell you the whole story, right? When you post a picture online, like, look how good this book looks. Right here. Yeah, sure, it can be pressed, it looks decent, right? But then we take a closer look at the book, and you see that. You see that. And you see other defects, right? Now we can even look closer here with the zoom capabilities on my phone. And what do we have there? We have a color breaking spine tick here. Let's go and pan down below. We have another spine tick. We have a blemish right here. Not really sure what that is. We have more spine ticks, more stress marks. Another stress mark / spine tick. And the corner's pretty sharp, but you kind of know that the corners are sharp based on the photographs, right? Now, if I zoom out and take a picture of this book and post it on eBay, post it on, I don't know, Mercari or whatnot, right? And I lie to you about the grade, and I say, oh, this is, a 9.2, 9.4 grade. It looks the part. I could even take pictures and get this close, right? And it doesn't look bad. But we just saw how bad the book looked in hand. We just saw how bad it looked, right? Like, we can see this. This is not, this is not to say this is an important book, but imagine if it was, right? Imagine if you were thinking about submitting this book because the seller told you that it was a certain grade and it's not, right? How disappointed would you be? So this is where we get to the meat and potatoes of this book. You see, you have a newsstand, Carnage, You know, Amazing Spider-Man 361, First Appearance of Carnage. And, you know, if you look at the book like this, it doesn't really look too bad, right? We zoom in a little bit. Now it starts to look funky, right? But this is how pictures are kind of taken online, right? You take the picture. I can even get close here. Take a picture here. Show you the corners. You know, book doesn't look too bad. You see how it looks when we look at it like this and when we look at it like this. There's kind of a difference there, right? I could take a picture of the corner like this. I could shift it this way and show you that the corner is blunted. And that's my problem with buying things online, because now we get into the nitty-gritty and we start inspecting this book, right? And because this is how the graders inspect it, right? You see there's a spine tick there, spine ticks there. There's some type of, like, someone tried to erase the price or something. More spine ticks. No, like color breaking spine ticks, especially because the border is black. Another spine tick. Like, this is you're not gonna submit this. This is just worthless. The fact that it's newsstand just is even more painful, right? But now if you look at it like this, it doesn't look bad. Hey guys, welcome to my unboxing. Look at this look at the condition on this 361 I just got. Yada yada yada. Newsstand edition. Yeah, looks like shit, right? I could put this on Whatnot. I could put this on eBay, whatever, take pictures like this, and I could even take pictures like this. It doesn't even look that bad, right? But then you start zooming in, you start looking more closely, looks like shit, right? So now, circling back to, you know, what it is to buy books online, and you know, submitting books and stuff. Same thing with this one. Like, when you go to the comic book store and you see a price tag and you're like, oh, that's too expensive. Yeah, keep in mind you can see the book for yourself, right? You can look at the condition, you can feel it, it's in your hands, you can look at it closely, and you can tell whether or not it's in good condition or not. You can say, oh, but there's one online, you know, for $30 less. If you're looking at a key, right, a major key, $20 less. You know, we're talking about raw books, obviously. Yeah, it's $20, $30 less, but you can't really see all the defects. There's a reason why that seller's selling it, right? Why they haven't, if it's a key, why haven't they submitted it for grade themselves, right? Like, it's easy to make an account. It's easy to go through your local comic book store and submit through there, you know. But that's the thing about buying books online, is you don't really see the condition until it's too late. Like this, you could take pictures of this book like this. Looks decent, right? Obviously you can see that color breaking spine tick there. Then you start to get closer, right? You're like, oh, well, it's not really that bad, right? Yeah, well, let's get closer. It's hard with these dark covers, man. You know, a lot of things are unforgiving on dark covers. They just are. Some stress marks, some little ticks will just, you know, mess up your dark cover. But again, this isn't really an issue, because this book isn't something you're gonna go and send in to get graded. This is, you know, I bought this for display purposes, putting it in Mylar, you know, gonna hang it up on the drywall, have a nice little display. But this 361 was something that I wanted to eventually submit, and that it's not even worth the money to submit, right? This book in this condition is probably worth like $50, if that, $40, if that, right? But it did come with this book, which I'm not gonna take out of the I'm not gonna take out of the bag because, you know, like, what's the point? It's a second printing. Now this book might be worth sending in. This book's actually in decent condition. We're gonna find out for ourselves right now. We go down, you know, not really seeing much there. Not really seeing little ticks. But for the most part, you know, it's not in bad condition. I'm not gonna look at the back. I will if I submit it, but not right now. I don't want to cause any damage to the book. So this book is in good condition. This book is not, by any means. Maybe I'll submit this, right? But I'll have to get it pressed first. There's like a little indentation right here. I'm pretty sure you guys can see it. One right there as well. So, you know, there's some rippling to the book as well, but with the press that could come off, right? But that's the caveat of buying books online is it's a hit or miss. You know, this book could come back at a 9.2, 9.4, depending on what it looks like after it's pressed. If that goes away and this rippling goes away, maybe a 9.6, right? But it's a second printing, and it's, you know, like, how much is it really worth at those grades? This was the one that I was most interested in. I don't even think it's worth getting graded. I think it's worth just selling, just like this. I submitted a direct edition of 361. Had a stain on the back, and it had, I think it had a small stain on the back, which I couldn't even see because of I missed it because of the way that the back is kind of, the color of the back cover is. But I just missed it. Pages are white pages, I think you could say. Yeah, these are white pages, but you know, the book's not even that old. The one I did submit though had like gripper tears, they call them, from manufacturing defect. But yeah, I don't know, those are just my opinions. So keep everything that I just said in mind when you're buying things that are ungraded, when you're buying raw books. Even if the pictures look good, when you get them, your eyes can see something else, because it's not the same as having it in hand, right? Until then, if you go to your LCS or something like that, your local comic book shop, and you're complaining that this, you know, this book might be priced $20 more than a copy on eBay, right? Well, yeah, but you can see for yourself the condition, right? When you buy the other book to save $20, you might get it back and it might be in worse condition than the one in the comic book store, right? Way worse condition, unsubmittable, right? If you're just getting, you know, that's another thing as to why I try to lowball all offers on raw books, like lowball everything, because there's that small chance, just that tiny small chance, that they might come back worse than the pictures. Like I said, it looks fine. These books look fine, but as soon as we start zooming in, right, then we start seeing all. And no one takes pictures like this. No one takes pictures with a light on, you know, a light magnifying glass. No one, right? You're trying to sell the book. You're trying to be as honest as your camera will let you, right? But yeah, so keep all that in mind. Either way, these were some pickups, and I'll put these in Mylar. I'll probably do an unboxing video. I think I get a shipment in a couple days from Gerber for their My Lights 2. I ordered 1,000 backboards and 1,000 my lights. So I'll make a video on that. But yeah, thanks for watching and peace out.